Okay, in our last video, we talked about how to page through the record sets. This video, I'm going to walk through these 4 items. These are really quick ones, so I'm going to add also the data entry. We'll talk about that as well. So this is just a little utility that helps you see samples of how old script used to be written. There's some better examples of this from BYU and other places that have a lot more examples that are helpful. Additionally, you can share your batch with other people. So imagine that you're really struggling with something, you're not quite sure what it looks like. You can work with one of our team members on the family history team, and you could send them this link, and we could help you interpret, maybe see if there's a way to read this in a different way. So this is a really helpful feature for people that are trying to get through a batch and aren't sure what to do. This allows you to, if you're doing international names that have these symbols above the characters, this allows you to project those international names as data. And so you just select whatever oddities you might find. And then we talked about this. This is the instructions. You should be doing this at the very get-go of any project. Okay, so let's talk about data entry for just a second. You'll notice that for every row, it kind of has this this sort of record, in a sort of a column sense. It has all these records laid out. Now you can change that. You can say, I want to see this as a table instead of a form. Okay, so now it turns everything around, and then it puts everything as a set of tables. Now, I actually like this interface a lot. The only thing I don't like about it is it doesn't allow me to reorder things. So, you'll notice that it starts with name prefix, given name, surname, and in the record set down here, it actually starts with date, day, name. So it's not exactly a one-to-one match. It's the only annoying part. Whereas in the form entry, it does let you move things around. And in fact, I had done this previously. So you can move the registration day around, if the record set allowed it or looked that way. So it's nice to be able to have it look the same way as it should be filled out. So on the form entry, it does have that advantage. You can change the fields around so it looks exactly how it should be filled out row by row. In the table entry, it doesn't allow you to do that. But there's also an option to do a column entry, which can be really useful. So what this does is essentially treats everything as a column as I walk through here. So let's just say I said, well, I know 1922 is the dates for the entire record set, so I'm just going to click on that, and that'll push it down. But let's go into, maybe registration day, okay? So 5, 6, 7, 7, 10, 10, 10. So you can see how useful that is, right? You could just really quickly kind of rifle through here and fill all of these out. So it's nice to be able to change the perspective of these every once in a while so that you can fill the data out faster. The row entry is, in my estimation, the least useful, just simply because it's the most limiting, and it's essentially the same as a form entry, but it's doing it across the row. I don't know why you would do it this way, but it does exist and it is an option. So that gives you some ways to think about how to enter the data. Let me show you one more thing. There is something called a ruler. If I zoom out here, you'll see it. So let's just say you're working on a record and you want to work on it kind of methodically like this. You can either underline it or cover it, and that gives you a sense of where you are in the records. You do have to move it manually. It doesn't do anything automatically for you. But that should give you a good sense of how to do this fill out. Now, on our next one, I'm actually going to submit a batch. So I've got to finish this batch in order to do that, and then I'll show you how to submit it. And we'll do that on our next video.